I work all night, I work all day to pay the bills I have to pay. Ain't it sad? And still there never seems to be a single penny left for me. That's too bad. But in my dreams I have a plan. Dun dun. If I got me a wealthy man, super sexist, I wouldn't have to work at all. I'd fool around and have a ball. This is what's wrong with the patriarchy. That this song even exists. Agneta, I'm talking to you. And Bjorn.
She's funny.
I'm a little funny.
Mom's cracking up fine.
I'm just saying the tunes are catchy, but the lyrics are terrible.
What about Mamma Mia?
There's a lot of really sexist songs in ABBA 70s repertoire, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about your interview of me.
And action.
Action.
I am Isabella from I'm Every Girl. And this is Amanda Palmer.
Hello.
She's a musician and a author.
And a blogger.
And a blogger. Anything else?
Basically, I'm just an artist. Artist covers everything.
Who is your role model?
I don't have just one. Is that okay? I have a lot of role models. And I keep realizing the older I get, the more I realize I have role models that I've never thought about. Like Judy Blume, who wrote all of these books that I read when I was little and I never realized how much she influenced me. I love her. And I love Nick Cave, who is an amazing musician whose music I will play for you later. And I love filmmakers like Alejandro Jodorowsky, who makes awesome arty movies. And I love my friend Anthony, who helped me a lot when I was a teenager and taught me about yoga, which we were just talking about. And I've been influenced by many, many people, and all of them are my role models.
When did you start doing your music?
I started playing music when I was really little. I was like 3 or 4 years old, and I would start banging around on the piano and trying to figure out what notes sounded good with what notes. But my path was really weird because my parents and the schools and stuff wanted me to take lessons and rehearse and do the normal thing, but I never wanted to. I always wanted to just play and write songs. And so I always felt really guilty because I didn't like practicing and I didn't like learning classical music, and I felt really bad because most of the kids who were like the good musicians, they all practiced really hard and they were in orchestra and they were in band and they were getting really good at jazz. And I just felt like the bad one because I didn't like practicing, but I really liked playing and writing my little songs. And I felt guilty about that until pretty recently. I finally let it go and was like, whatever, I just did what I did. I didn't want to practice. I didn't want to learn how to play an amazing Mozart symphony, and I can't really read music. And when I was 15, there were kids who were like maybe more technically proficient at piano than I am now, but I've gotten really good at what I do, which is writing songs that I care about, that are meaningful to me, even if I'm not like this fancy piano player.
Okay. When did you start to sing?
I mean, I started to sing when I was little, just like everyone else did, because I sang in school, and I sang in choir, and I sang in musicals, and I just loved singing all the time. So I was singing, like, from the word go. I never really thought about it. I never thought, like, I'm a singer, I want to learn to sing. I just sang all the time.
What do you do on Sundays?
I don't have a normal life, Isabella. So every Sunday is totally different. Like, it's Saturday night right now. As you can see, it's dark out. It's night. It's dark. Today was not a normal Saturday. I spent today driving from my house in Woodstock to New York City rehearsing with a bunch of dancers all day, and tomorrow I'm gonna sleep in your house tonight, which is very exciting. And then tomorrow I am gonna get up really, really early in the morning, which I don't usually do. I'm gonna get up at 6 o'clock, and I'm going to take the subway to Brooklyn, and I'm gonna be in a music video all day, and I don't do that every Sunday. So it's always different, because I'm always moving around and traveling around and doing a different thing every week and every month, and I don't have a routine.
What is some advice for a kid around the age of me, 10 or 11?
Like, what kind of advice? Advice about what?
Anything.
Adults don't know everything.
Hear that, folks?
Don't believe them if they act like they do. They're lying.
Okay, now we have some quick fire questions.
Okay, do it.
What annoys you the most?
When people don't tell the truth.
What is the strangest food you've eaten?
I once ate shark when I was in Australia. I felt really bad about it.
Doesn't it taste like chicken?
It actually tasted like nothing. It was like a shark fin soup, and someone ordered it for me, and I was like, oh, but yeah, that was pretty weird.
What are 3 words you would use to describe yourself?
Lost, happy, and trying.
What is a weird quirk that you have?
A weird quirk. I really like cracking my neck, and no, does it drive you crazy? I can't stop doing it. It's a weird quirk.
What is your favorite thing about your husband and your son?
My favorite thing about my husband is how creative and weird he is. Like, I will just never understand him, and he's endlessly fascinating, and it's just, like, he's never boring. And my favorite thing about my son is how funny he is. He woke me up this morning and was like, he poked me in bed and was like, hi, mama. He looks like a clown. He's very happy.
Okay, time to stand up, folks.
Oh no.
When
Both of
I
us?
dance, I look like...
If it's goth music, I'm like this, and I taffy stretch, and I feel all of the sadness of the world, and I like, woe is me.
You're dabbing.
I'm dabbing?
You're dabbing.
What's that?
You're doing this.
I'm like, I'm doing this. Gothic. Just gothic dancing.
And then if it's disco music.
If it's disco music, then I'm like John Travolta, and I do this. And I point up here and down, and I do the disco dance, which is ABBA, basically all of ABBA. You know all of ABBA is disco.
If you were stranded on an island, what book would you bring? And you can only bring one book.
Oh, that's really hard. I would probably bring, like, what's the longest book in the world?
The dictionary?
No, the dictionary would be really boring. I would probably just, this is such a hard question. I would,
You can also always just choose your favorite book.
I would just bring, like, I would bring My Struggle by, what's his name? The amazing, I think he's a Swedish, I started reading it, it's really good. It's some Scandi memoirist, and he has this like 5-volume memoir of his life that's supposed to be pretty amazing. But if I were stuck on a desert island, I would just want the longest possible book. Because if I was gonna have to read it over and over and over again, I would want something really long. Like, even if it wasn't very good. And I'm not saying that it isn't good. Just saying.
If you were stranded on an island, also, what 2 things would you bring?
The 2 things that I bring, can I bring my husband and my son?
Yeah, that would count as 2.
Okay, there you go.
What I would do is a boat.
That's not fair. That's a tricky question.
It's
I would bring.
really-
I would beat that if I was turned on a desert island and I could bring any 2 things. I would bring the universe, and then whatever's outside the universe.
Okay, now we have some word association.
Okay.
This one's my favorite. Fruit.
Banana.
Summer. First thing that comes to mind. First thing.
Sand.
Politics.
Trump.
Travel.
Plane.
Internet.
Hard.
School.
Thank God it's over. It's not one word, but.
And thanks for watching. Yay. This is Amanda Palmer.
This is Isabella.